Let us discuss DPP number 2, the revision DPP, that is the second DPP. So in question number 1 they are talking about the wave number. So the wave number is given by 1 by wavelength, that is 1 by lambda. So wavelength, its unit is meter. So this is 1 by, so its unit will be meter. So if I take its dimensional equation, it will be L raised to 1. So it will be m raised to 0, L minus 1 and t raised to 0. So this is the wave number, okay. And we've already discussed question number 2, that is stress. Stress is equal to force upon area. Third is also easy, that is the pressure. Fourth also we have discussed, permeability already we have discussed. I'll just tell you once again. So permeability is basically mu naught, right? And I've already told you that we can use the formula of magnetic field, right? dB is equal to mu naught I dl sine theta by 4 pi r square, right? And I've told you that dB is a small magnetic field and dl is a small length, okay? So we want to find out, so dB is equal to, so mu naught is the permeability, the magnetic permeability, I is the current. For current it will be A raised to 1 ampere, for length it will be L raised to 1, and sine theta is dimensionless, so it will be only 1, and 4 pi is dimensionless, so that will be 1, and r square will be L square, okay. So we have already done this in the first DPP also I have discussed this. Now you have to substitute the dimensional formula for the magnetic field, okay, and for that I told you that you can use magnetic force is equal to QVB sine theta, you can use. So from here you will get the dimensional formula for the magnetic field, which you can substitute here, and from there you will get mu naught, okay. So we already discussed this, right? So I just revised it once again, okay. So this is about question number 1 to 4. Let us see question number 5, dimensional formula of magnetic flux. That's also very simple, that also I have discussed in the class. So magnetic flux is equal to magnetic field into area. So from this formula, right, F is equal to QVB sine theta, right, we'll get the formula for magnetic field, and then using that formula, dimensional formula of magnetic field, multiplying it by area, we'll get that of flux. So if you want, I'll just do it once again. So m1 L1 t minus 2, this is force. Charge is current into time, so a1 t1. Velocity is meter per second, so L1 t minus 1. And magnetic field we have to find out, and sine theta is dimensionless. So from here we'll get the dimensional formula for magnetic field, and that we'll substitute here, multiply it by area, we'll get the dimensional formula for flux. Alright, so I'm not doing it, you can do it yourself because we already discussed it many times. Similarly in question number C is given that if P represents radiation pressure, C represents the speed of light, and something else is there, Q represents radiation energy striking a unit area per second, then non-zero integers x, y, z are, right, such that P raised to Z, Q raised to Y, and Z raised to C raised to Z is dimensionless, okay. So P raised to x, Q raised to y, and C raised to z, this has to be dimensionless, that is m raised to 0, L raised to 0, T raised to 0. So it's very simple. So we'll just modify all these things, we'll put the formula for P, Q and C, okay, and then what we will do, we'll just compare LHS and RHS, right. The power of m equal to power of m, that is 0, power of L equal to power of L, that's 0, and T, power of T equal to power of. So we'll do this, alright, we'll try to solve this. So let us solve this. So in this case you can see that P represents the radiation pressure, alright. So P, so here P represents, right, P, so P represents radiation pressure, so force upon area, so m1 L1 t minus 2 upon area, that is L raised to 2. So we'll get m raised to 1, L raised to minus 1, t raised to minus 2. As the radiation pressure, speed of light is meter per second, so that's L1 t minus 1, and we have Q is the energy striking per unit area per unit time. Alright, so this is like this. So we can say energy striking per unit area per unit time. Okay, so that's basically energy by area by time by 1. So that's energy by area into time. So this is like this. Okay, so this becomes energy is m1 L2 T minus 2 by area is L raised to 2, time is T raised to 1. So this is cancelled out and this becomes m1 T raised to minus 3, m1 T raised to minus 3. Okay, so I hope you have understood this. When we take this upward, this will become T raised to minus 3. Okay, so now P raised to X, Q raised to Y and C raised to Z. Okay, so this has to be dimensionless, that is M raised to 0, L raised to 0 and T raised to 0. Okay, so P raised to X, now what's P? P is M raised to 1, L raised to minus 1, T raised to minus 2. So raised to X, and Q is M raised to 1, T raised to minus 3. So this is raised to Y, and C is L raised to 1, T raised to minus 1 raised to Z is equal to M raised to 0, L raised to 0, T raised to 0. Okay, so let us solve this. So this will become M raised to X, L raised to minus X and T raised to minus 2X. Then M raised to Y, T raised to minus 3Y, L raised to Z and T raised to minus Z equal to M raised to 0, L raised to 0, T raised to 0. So we have two terms of M, so this will become M raised to X plus Y, and we have two terms of L, so it will become L raised to minus X plus Z, and this is T raised to minus 2X minus 3Y minus Z. So minus 2X minus 3Y and minus Z equal to M raised to 0, L raised to 0, T raised to 0. Okay, so let us compare on both the sides. So when we will compare on both sides, what we will get, let us write down here. Okay, so what we will get is, we'll get X plus Y equal to 0, right, because this is M0, L0, T0, right? So all these dimensions are 0. So we'll have to compare the dimensions. So X plus Y equal to 0, this is the first one, and then minus X plus Z equal to 0, the second one, and minus 2X minus 3Y minus Z equal to 0, this is the third one. Okay, so from the first one, that is, X plus Y equal to 0, we can see that, right? So what we will do, we'll substitute all these things here, right? So this is minus 2X, okay, and this is minus 3Y, so we will do this like this. It will become minus 3 and Y is equal to minus X, okay, and this is minus Z, but Z is equal to X, so this will be some X equal to 0. So if we solve this, we will get minus 3X plus 3X equal to 0. So we'll get, it's like, we don't know, it's like 0 equal to 0, right? So what we will do is, we will check the options, okay, which option is matching. So if you check the options, then you'll find that option B is matching, right, because you want to have X plus Y is 0. So in option B, X is 1, Y is minus 1, so X plus, so that will be 0, and minus X plus Z is also 0 for second option. So all these options are, all these equations are satisfied using option B. So option B is answer, right? So we cannot directly find it, we have to check which option is satisfying this equation. So therefore option B will be the answer. So let us talk about question number 7. So in question number 7, we have, the inductance. So inductance, so we have the formula, the magnetic flux is equal to phi is equal to Li. All right, we also have the formula of energy density, or energy is equal to half Li square. This also we can use. So we have these two formulae, right? We can use any one of them. I think this one will be more easier, because for this you'll have to find flux, which is equal to BA, magnetic field into area, for which you have to find field, and for which you'll have to use F is equal to QVB sine theta. So that's a very long one, right? That will take a lot of time. So instead of this, we can use this formula: energy is equal to half Li square. Okay, so this energy you can use, kg meter square per second square, and this is half is dimensionless, so this is for L. We have to find out current is ampere, A raised to 2. So it will become m raised to 1, L raised to 2, T raised to -2, and A raised to -. This is the easiest way we can find out the dimensional formula for inductance. Alright, so what is this L? This L is not length, this L is inductance, and this E is magnetic energy. This E is magnetic energy stored in an inductor. Inductor is something like this kind of wire. Okay, it's called inductor. So when current flows through it, magnetic energy is stored in it. So we'll discuss that in 12th standard. So that magnetic energy is equal to half Li square, and L is the inductance, the property of this inductor. Okay, just like a resistor has resistance, similarly inductor has inductance. So we have to find the dimensional formula of the inductance, and this is the formula we can use. Okay, so now let us discuss question number 13, because all of the questions are very easy and we have already discussed many times. So let us discuss about question number 13. So they want to find a dimensional formula of L by RCV. So this L is inductance, R is the resistance, okay, C is the capacitance, and V is the potential. Okay, V is the potential. Okay, so talking about L by RCV, I'll just tell you that this L by R into 1 by CV, this is one more formula. L by R is the time constant, which we'll discuss in the magnetism, right? Magnetic effects of a wire. So this is a time constant, tau, and CV, we know that CV is basically charge, right? Because Q is equal to CV. Charge stored in a capacitor is capacitance into potential. So this we can replace by Q. So time constant by charge. Okay. So this is tau. So what I've used, L by R is equal to tau. Tau is time constant, which we'll discuss later. But basically, okay, tau is time constant. So time constant is, you can just take its dimension. The dimension of tau is basically T raised to 1. Okay, that is what you can take. So this basically becomes what? This basically becomes tau by Q. So dimension of tau, that is time constant, will be T raised to 1, and for charge is current into time, so it is A raised to 1, T raised to 1. So overall it is A raised to -1. So overall this is A raised to -1, and this is the answer for this. Alright, so you can just try to understand, right? We are using some formulas. If you can remember, this is very good. Anyways, you have to remember this, right? This is anyways going to come in chapter number, in class 12th, right? So you can just try to remember if you can. If you can't, then anyways we'll give this in the test. We'll be giving all these formulas, right, where you can use this formula. So question number 14 is also very easy. That's linear momentum by angular momentum. Angular momentum by linear momentum. Angular momentum is MVR. Linear momentum is MV. Okay. So we have already discussed that also, right? 2-3 times. Question number 15 is also very easy. Work and torque, they have same dimensional equations. We have already discussed in the video lecture. Surface tension, I told you in the last lecture, it's force upon length. And in question number 17, the linear momentum is already discussed. Moment of a force is torque, right? So I'll just tell you this. So torque is also called as moment of a force. Moment of a force is also called as torque. Torque is given, it is given by R cross F, that is its actual formula, and its magnitude is given by RF sine theta. Okay, its magnitude, the magnitude of torque, because this is A cross B, so AB sine theta. So for finding out dimension of torque, you just have to find dimension of R and the dimension of F, because sine theta is dimensionless. Okay, so this is how you can do it. This is torque. Alright, so torque is also called as moment of a force. That's question number 17. Question number 18 is R by L. Resistance by L is inductance. Okay, so R by L, I just told you L by R is the time constant, So R by L will be 1 by time constant. So it will be 1 by, right? So the dimensional formula for time constant will be t raised to 1. So t raised to minus 1. That means it will be the dimensional formula for frequency. Okay, so this is already discussed. If you want, you can separately find out for L and R and you can put it here. Okay, that is also, that you can do it like that also. That's question number 18. So question number 19 is quite simple. You can do it yourself, right? We've already done such questions. And 20 is also very simple, right? So we already discussed all these things. Okay guys, so you can just make a note of all these questions.